Mountain biking.
Mountain biking.
Mountain biking.
Mountain biking. Mountain biking. Mountain biking.
It's kind of a community. Like there's Bellingham and then there's the Bellingham mountain biking community.
What mountain biking means to me is like it's an escape from like the real world, the daily grind, all the BS that you have to do paycheck to paycheck. I mean, it's nice getting out here, being in the nature, like hearing the birds, seeing the squirrels, chipmunks run around. It's amazing.
Well, mountain biking to me means trails, exhilaration, a little thrill, family time, and stress relief.
Ready?
This is something that's so unique in this particular area. There's nothing like it. So I live for this.
Freedom. I feel a sense of freedom ever since I was a little kid. Hop on a bike and take off.
It's like mountain bike community is a bunch of grown-ups acting like little kids and hanging out.
Like up here, it's like the whole culture surrounding like mountain biking specifically, and like trail building and like classes and things like that. It's a completely different world. You know, Bellingham's kind of a huge hotspot and kind of world famous in a sense for the riding that's up here.
Like people from all over, I would say Western Washington, come here just to mountain bike, even Canada.
It's definitely a really good way for community and people to connect.
It's easy to go off on all the benefits of mountain biking and having a community that's really embraced it. I mean, there's the obvious issues like economics. It brings a lot of people in here that are from out of town, and when we're not in this situation we're in now, the restaurants and pubs are full, and it's just really nice for business.
We're really grateful to be able to still ride Galbraith, whereas a lot of places are shut down in other cities. So I think it could be a much bigger change than it has been. I know that the jump park's closed, so that's probably the biggest hit as far as my riding.
I think everybody out here is doing the same thing, which is trying to get some fresh air, trying to burn off a little COVID stress, and this is a healthy way to do it.
The trails have been noticeably a lot more crowded than normal, which is both good and concerning.
We share this experience, but we have to share it at a distance, you know. And one other aspect that I generally think about is like when people get hurt or you come up on somebody who gets hurt, now you have to approach them in a different way. And I think that's definitely a hard thing to think about, because you can't just like jump into helping somebody.
By getting out here and maintaining the social distance that we normally do on a mountain bike, I'm able to enjoy this a lot more. See, there's one right there. Self-isolation. He's on a bike.
I have seen some people out and about disobeying the no congregating order. People who are, I don't know, groups of 5, 6, 10 people mountain biking together that clearly don't live together.
You know, this day and age, people still want to get out, and I think it's important for people to get out. We have to also be aware that we're in a situation that's very different than even 3 months ago. And social distancing is an important part of our life at this particular point. The stay-at-home thing was a little out of line after a while. Most people I know are done with it a long time ago. And a lot more mountain bikers midweek, and it's like, it doesn't really matter. You go up in the mountain and you don't see that many people.
Yeah, social distancing is essential through this pandemic. I think mountain biking is a great way to do it. We're able to recreate, get good workout, and not be as close to other people. And yet when we pass on the trail, we greet each other with a hearty hello.
So it's not really, I think, ready for prime time in terms of how to actually truly social distance on the trails. But I personally question how much risk there is, and when just passing somebody on the trail. But they probably, you know, it's not zero risk, but you know, to what extent it's risky, I don't know.
There's an abundance of caution, but for good reason, I think. And I feel like most people are being like pretty respectful about it.
The management of the trail system has been remarkable. They've done directional access points that really are effective in keeping people from crossing the trail against each other. And it's actually in my opinion, it kind of makes sense to keep some of the routes that way. Keeps the flow going, and it's less dangerous around blind corners and things like that. So I think, fortunately, there are a few positives and potential long-term benefits that have come out of an exercise like social distancing.
I mean, it's like one thing I can do, so I come here a lot. It keeps me sane.